Well, Jason and them never showed up, so we think they've probably got a bull down somewhere and they're in the same situation as us. There's bulls screaming all night and all morning. The one night that it got cold was last night. Everything's frozen. The meat's still good, nothing messed with the meat. So we're gonna break this down and start hiking out. See if we can send them a message on Iridium when we get back to the trucks.
It's always a good sign when you're woke up by bugles before your alarm clock. We're kind of trapped down in this creek, so when we heard bugles, all three of us point this direction, but we're gonna climb up out of here. Just like we thought, we were gonna be camped in the middle of them. Ryan says it's a good day to kill a bull.
It's a very good day to kill a bull. We got a bull that sounds like he really wants to die today. He wanted to die last night, but we were just on the wrong side of the hill, so he's just up here. Good 5x6.
Yeah, this place is chock full of bulls. At least it was last night. I'm sure they're still all around. So
Anything we've been waiting for all week.
yeah. We wish we'd have found this spot about 7 days ago. But no, it's good. A couple different bulls bugling already before we got out of our tents. We're hoping Matt and Cody, they never did show up to camp last night. We got an in-reach message out to them. But they probably did the smart thing and just stayed somewhat close by that bull. Hopefully they get the message or they see our camp on the way out and just camp by it or hang out and we can meet back up today. It's definitely cold enough down here by this creek they could just store the meat for the day and make it work.
Charles morning diary. How you feeling?
So awesome. Feeling really, really awesome. Like, we ain't gonna see today. Pretty much. My good thoughts are slowly leaving me. I have no confidence in killing elk anymore. I have the utmost confidence in killing grouse though. So I might change over to that grouse mode.
It was a tradition that was passed down from generation to generation, something we relied on every fall to fill the freezer, hang out with friends and family, something that bonded us and brought us all together.
Hunting with family is my longest lasting tradition. I mean, I remember looking forward to opening day of rifle season more than Christmas morning.
Hunting is just something that we've grown up with in our families, and we love the opportunity to get out here and do this every year. And it's a lot more than just antlers.
Tradition to me is spending time in the outdoors with close friends and family, passing it on to the next generation. The early morning sunrises nobody else gets to see.
Blacktails and elk are definitely a big part of that for me, but I love to go to new places too. I like the adventure and exploring new things, so that's what tradition is to me.
Hunting is on my mind 365 days a year, from my first hunts as a rookie hunter, learning the ropes, to reminiscing about taking the kids on our spring hikes, or just sitting on the couch in late October, as I'm sure I'll be getting a nearly guaranteed call from the wife that she just dumped another big blacktail.
Well, we found their camp, but they must be out chasing elk. There's no one here. We're what? 2/10 of a mile from each other?
Frick, dude.
Well, what are we doing, Matt?
Well, I have service, so looking at emails, texts, and other things that I like to avoid when I'm hunting. But got back to the truck thanks to Cody. We got that elk back, And I need to go get some ice. We've been here for like, this is the 8th day. So I need fresh ice, keep that meat nice and cold. And then it sounds like we got another 10-mile hike back in last night. Cody stayed with me and Keith went with them, and I don't know how we missed each other, but we were camped here and they were camped 100 yards below us. And they took off this morning. We waited around a little bit for them, but needed to get this meat back and get it on ice and all taken care of. Luckily last night was freezing cold. Everything's still super, super, super cold, so grateful for that, but kind of a little bit of a cluster, not the most convenient. Thankful for Cody, of course. I appreciate his help, but now we got to go back in, and then I got to come right back out. So looking forward to 20 some odd miles here in the next
2 days.
24 hours. It'll be 30 something miles in 2 days, but it is what it is. That's kind of the game you play. So anyways, just drinking some fluids. Gonna run into town, get ice, probably get some real food. Don't know why I wouldn't. And we'll kind of communicate with those guys and make a game plan, but that's the update.
Bull hasn't moved more than 3 feet all night. He's still right up here where we left him. We also got bulls in this direction. Right now they're just cranking everywhere. This is what September's supposed to be like. I think Ryan's focused. He's ready. Notch his take finally. Yeah. I think he's one of those guys that can notch at any time. He's just been picking and waiting for his time.
No. This is the day though.
He's right there. He has no idea we're here. We haven't made a peep yet. There's enough bulls in here that are keeping each other talking. And this herd's got a satellite bull, so hopefully we'll keep talking all morning.
That cow is right over here. I don't want to blow her. Ouch. She's could take the hurt with her.
Bad thing about this bull, he doesn't bugle very loud.
I know. He's kind of growly. He's too old to bugle loud. He's got no tones left.
The wind's gonna start to get screwy here. Maybe walk up that ridge line and listen.
Giant bull over here screaming at us.
Is there beef in here? This is how you play this. So we've got the sun hitting us here. You've got the shade hitting right there, and we're all worried that if we take 10 steps in there, the wind's just gonna go from this to that. And we have a horse of a bull down here, just a big old growler. This place is absolutely incredible. But this is the one Ryan wants. He sounded good. He's been pretty quiet most of the morning, but when he does let off, you kind of like something special down here, I think. Probably an old regress 3-point, but 1,200 pound regress 3-point. Take a quick breakfast / lunch break. Frustrating morning, but fun. We started the first bull up the hill, and thought we had him a couple times. Real close, and then kind of lost him, jumped way out ahead of us. So we dropped back down, got on this big sounding bull, because he didn't really talk a lot, but when he did, he was impressive. Chased him up the mountain, was on him close a couple times right here, and couldn't put it all together, but we still have bulls beagling down, and the flat node's been most talkative, so we figured we might as well stop chasing big ones and just go kill one in this flat. Ryan said he's hungry and needs to eat meat tonight, so we're looking over. We can actually see right where Matt shot off of last night, so we're looking there. Hopefully those guys aren't too mad at us. We camped down there on the trail, so there's no way they could miss us, but they haven't answered any of the in-reach messages, so we're just hunting until we hear back from them.
Alright, we are chuck beagling. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Lean out the window and let her eat. There's too much wind here. I won't be able to hear anything. This is dumb. Alright, so this is the magic corner right here, usually. I killed in here last year. Heard bulls fighting in here in years before. Always have elk bugling. I'm ready to hear nothing. Zero. Zip. Nada. Because it's windy. The elk aren't wanting to talk. We're going to let her eat. Sometime. Does this spinal harness make me look fat? Something's got to get the elk going. Maybe we need to take our shirts off and be a little shirtless.
You bear.
Is there a storm coming in?
You're just getting cloudy. Could be.
Did you check weather?
Yeah, just cloudy.
Like I said, I was prepared not to hear anything, and it's windy and we haven't heard jack. We heard birds. A couple birds. Birdies. Well, we just left the truck. We knew there was some elk in here last night, so we're bailing off the hill. And we're just going to take off and dive down in here and see if we can get on some this morning here, so. The things you find in the woods. Why is there a diaper? Why is there a diaper?
That's just wrong.
Kelly, what are you making?
Some McKnight.
Ooh, that looks good.
See if we can get things fired up today.
If he'd have just grunted.
Yeah. That's warm. That feels good.
Nice and tasty.
Yeah,
It's a little chilly.
it is. The wind's cold today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else we're doing? Heating water. Charlie's heating chili on the stove. About to have some more mountain ops here. We're gonna have a little mocha. Bam! Dad?
Gotta wait till I shave.
Yeah.
Yep. John's turn. It's John's turn.
Goodness in a bag, goodness in a cup. Alright, let me see that. Take a picture. Kelly, what are we doing?
Shooting the bow.
Why are we doing that?
To make sure it's still on. Since
From?
I fell on it. It broke my fall yesterday.
It broke your fall?
Yeah.
You crash and burn?
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah.
I have to say that.
You dove.
You Supermaned it, Superwomaned it.
That was the Superman, yeah. So we'll see.
It's a lot better there. Sun on the face of the target.
Someone's coming. Right, side by side.
They're coming back with that. Yeah, you. Oh my God! Can you imagine? Nothing wrong with that. Don't get hung up on hitting it in the center. If that was an elk, he'd be dead.
Yeah, but that's 30. That's not where she's shooting.
It's what? 30? 6-8 inches circle is plenty good. Yep. That's a dead elk any day of the week.
How do you feel about your wife shooting?
We ain't calling no bulls in the 5 yards. This half of the AMP crew are failures in Montana. And I don't care. Failures in Montana, and I don't care. Failures in Montana, and I don't care.
Days are shorter, leaves are falling, things are changing with the weather, just like you told me so. And it's best to hunt when the rain is pouring down and the wind's in your face, boy, don't make a sound. It's like his grandpa's in his snapback cap. He knows where the game is at. He had traditions on his mind that he would pass down. Trying to raise me right, better earn your keep and your feet on solid ground. You'll have an old lady when you grow up. You better learn to treat her right. Never left his mind wrong or right. He had traditions on his mind. If you want them brand new boots from Cabela's, you better save all the money you make and pray on your knees before bedtime and eat the food that your grandma made and chase your dreams while you're still young. Come on, son, let that gravel fly. Take that same old walking, hunting road just between you and I. He had traditions on his mind that he would pass down. Trying to raise me right, better earn your keep and your feet on solid ground. Take your own kids up to that cabin on that high ridge in the hills.
Not gonna miss it. Oh well, it was still a fun week. Too bad we didn't notch our tags on any elk. Really too bad Aaron and Frank broke down and couldn't make it. They sure missed out on a lovely week of hunting elk. From pissing down rain to nice sunny days to hailstorms. Can't wait to do it again.
So we're about ready to start the night hunt. The party has begun. We have a big bull down there, kind of doing his thing. We've got quite a few elk spotted up on the hill. Everything kind of seems to be going down. Trying to talk Ryan into shooting this narrow 6-point over there, but he is coming up with every excuse in the book not to go shoot that bull. I think we're going to split into two groups tonight. Me and Tyson are going to stay on this side,
you and Ryan are gonna drop down, go across and chase bugles. But with this many bulls in here, we figured we might as well divide and conquer. Sat here for the last 3 hours. Gonna do some calisthenics here, some aerobics, get warmed up, and then go kill a bull. We're just going to say our goodbyes.
It looks like you're about to interrogate me. I just got
I
can't even see.
Do not move. Hands down. Sir. What you gotta go on?
Yeah.
What kind of pizza cheese?
They've got that, it was like a spicy Hawaiian barbecue done with pork.
It was hot.
That sounds pretty gross.
It was hot.
It was spicy, like.
That's what I was.
That's fine. I like jalapenos and spice.
Yeah, it's fine till it's coming out the old starfish.
So the Mountain Ops boys, they're missing their wives and their moms. So they're
mostly my mother.
So
well,
they're
actually
gonna
my dogs.
They're gonna take off and do the 4-hour hike now versus in the morning.
miles in today, so
Yeah.
I gotta just go for it.
Keith's really trying to get a 30-mile day in before he's done. So
that. I'm not even tired.
he's gonna go. No, it's been awesome hunting with these guys. Even though we only got to spend the last 3 days with them, and even then, Matt the Killer, he killed the first
the full day we hunted together, and then we haven't seen him since today. So it's good. It was a lot of fun. Tough hunting at times, but good hunting at times. And
it's hunting period, right?
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, it's, for me, hunting's more about experiences and having a good time. I know to some people it's killing big bulls and doing different things, and those are things that I aspire to, but at the end of the day, it's spending time with people I like and doing something I like. And this trip was a slam dunk.
Yeah, no, it was a good
Appreciate
time.
you guys inviting us to be
you,
here with
you and Keith are awesome, and hopefully it's not our last.
It won't be.
No.
It won't be. I gotta figure out how to elk call still, so.
I think you do just fine.
I'll be chasing Ryan in Colorado here in
Oh yeah,
November, so I'll be.
You're gonna see Ryan again.
Yeah.
So.
If you want to join us.
Yeah. I think
it'll be a little cold here.
I may have to figure out like what 50-50 means in the state of Washington if I joined you on that hunt. where the state draws the line.
Yeah, seriously.
It's kind of the end of our archery project. We're gonna continue on in rifle deer hunts, rifle elk hunts, going through. But this is kind of the wrapping up.
And hit right into upland bird hunting and some fall
fly fishing.
Yeah,
I remember
a lot of that.
We'll roll right into that.
I'll lead the way on that.
All right,
I got you, Jace. All the footage.
I'll send Tyson to go in my place.
Well, Tyson, what do you have to say?
We're going home. Lighter than I hoped, but can't complain too much. We were in quite a few out. Just ran out of time. Found a really good spot about 7 days too late. These canyons were pretty loaded with elk. But we're leaving Mr. Lampers here on his own, and I imagine he's gonna shoot a stud.
It's cold. Loading the pack up for last trip out. Would like to take a bull out of here, but it's maybe it's just a cliche thing to say, but it's not what it's all about all the time. I got to pack a good bull out of the mountains. Got to see Matt shoot a bull. Great time with some great friends back here. So I guess even though I got an unnotched tag in my pocket, and that sucks, but it's part of the deal.
We are officially back to the truck, headed back to town to pick up my meat, and Idaho's a wrap for 2018.
Falling, things are changing with the weather, just like you told me so. And it's best to hunt when the rain is pouring down, and the wind's in your face, boy, don't make a sound. It's like his grandpa's in his snapback cap. He knows where the game is at. He had traditions on his...
We lost all that of it. We want you to carry the same enthusiasm you had through the Montana series right into this recap.
Okay.
Let's see it on your face. Like, what's your facial expression? Thanks for joining. We're just wrapping up the Idaho Montana series. I had a lot of fun. How about you?
I had a lot of fun.
How about you?
So much fun. I can't wait to do it again.
No, everybody, thanks for following along. It means the world to us. It's been a fun project. We're kind of wrapping up on the elk season. I think we have one more hunt here in Washington behind us, and then we're going to get into some rifle and mule deer action here shortly. So Montana, seems like you guys had elk around, in and out of them, but just couldn't, between the wind, between John waking up from naps, between spills down the mountain, just couldn't put it all together.
Yeah, it was bad. The wind was terrible. Wolves sucked. They kind of hampered it a little bit. I'd get wolves to howl and no bulls to bugle after that. The moose was cool though.
So Charlie took away a sweet moose encounter from his 10-day Montana elk hunt.
That was the best.
Is the highlight?
We seen a bunch of bears too.
Grizzlies?
No, they were just black bears.
If you and John and Kelly seen a grizzly together, what is your strategy to get away without getting eaten?
Probably shove an arrow into John's Achilles and run.
There you have it. That's how you survive a bear attack with 2 other people.
No one likes John, especially me, buddy.
Idaho was a blast. Thank you very much, Matt Davis from Mountain Ops, Ryan Lampers from Stealthy Hunter. It was a blast. We didn't get to hunt with you guys quite as much as we wanted to, but I got to spend the last 3 days on the mountain, and it was pretty good.
Pretty eventful for no arrows getting flown.
Well, Matt flung the arrow, and then,
after Matt.
Yeah, and then we had 2 or 3 days of pretty intense rut action. Just couldn't put it all together.
Now, could you guys keep up with Lamper?
Yeah, no.
I tried one morning, and it wasn't good.
Both those two, Matt Davis and Ryan Lampers, are incredible mountain beasts. I don't know if we ever seen Ryan sweat in tire.
I think I saw him breathe hard maybe once.
One time?
Maybe, but I was breathing so hard behind him.
You couldn't hear it?
It might have been my breathing.
I wanted him just to sweat one time, just to prove that he was human.
Make him pack out a whole elk in one trip. Maybe he'll sweat.
No, they were impressive. We were on bulls, almost every day and night. That one morning we were able to, jump from bull to bull to bull and just could not. They sounded healthy, but a lot of fun. We were fortunate enough to take 2 bulls on the Idaho hunt. Talk a little bit about Tyson's bull. Not bad. It was
something positive. John.
Tyson killed a bull.
Something positive. He's been yelling at me for killing 6-pointers.
I didn't know he killed a 6-pointer. 2 6-pointers.
And helped with 2 other ones.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all.
It seemed like he was on bull kills all year long.
I was.
So in Idaho, your spot A, we went in there for 2 days. It was pretty rough. We seen a spike. Heard one real bull bugle down low, got brushed out or cut off by some other hunters. Called the bull in to me, and I think we just got a little lazy on that setup. Didn't quite get on the ridge top where we probably should have. We had burned a lot of energy getting to that point, and that goes to show you don't get lazy in that last little bit of setup. We set up kind of on a side hill, and sure enough, that bull came right down the ridge, and we just didn't have a clear lane, whereas we would have set up 15 yards to our right on the ridge top, we probably would have been able to get a shot. And then the next day, we camped at the trailhead just for a place to sleep. We were gonna go scout that morning, and we woke up to 6 or 7 rigs around us.
Yeah.
Let us know that let us know it was the weekend. But fortunately enough, we were able to spot a bull from the road, took off, and that was kind of a magic. Yeah, it was a pretty magical morning. That basin was just absolutely on fire. And the nice thing was we got to let those bulls do all the talking, and we didn't have to make a peep until we got down in there. As a matter of fact, we didn't make a call until we were set up to kill. The way to do it, we almost set up a couple times in the wrong spot, but he would pipe off just enough to let us know we could get closer. Really, for a bull of that caliber, it was one of the easiest call-ins ever. Sat down call, he came right in. It was brushy as heck though. Got lucky to get him to pull through that brush, and Tyson made a point blank from the shot.
Like you said in the video, I've never heard a bull be as loud coming in just to do that brush.
Yeah.
Just plowed.
Yeah, it was nice as a caller knowing, getting some sort of feedback. Like, all right, he's still coming. You can hear him break brush instead of I wonder what he's doing. Is he turning around? Is he still coming? That bull was either bugling or smashing brush the whole way in. Tyson made a perfect shot, and that bull died. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell on the video, but that bull died within 50 yards of where he shot. Made for a long pack out. It was a lot of fun. That hunt was a lot of fun. It was a struggle though, because really 3 out of the 10 days is really all we had with action. We've seen a lot of bulls, nothing bugling, bulls that didn't even give us the pay us any
bulls
attention.
that would be in the wide open and you'd bugle at them, and then they'd look at you and go back to your business. That was frustrating, but part of hunting too.
Without Nick here, we're just going to wing it, and if we're wrong, don't hold us accountable, because Nick called in sick this morning. So we're going to run with this thing. What do you think's next, Charlie?
I don't know. Giveaways?
Yeah. No. We're talking about the hunt.
Oh, the hunt. Oh.
I think we've got Matt Hartley's archery Washington bull, and then we'll get into some rifle mule deer. And I don't know if we're going to share Montana rifle deer, and then me and Tyson head to Colorado, and then we'll finish it up with some archery mule deer here in Washington. So I don't know what order that's all going to go in. I think that's the order it's going to go. But now, Chuck, for giveaways. We got to announce some winners and then announce some new giveaways. We were giving away on Tyson's episode. We asked for you to comment what is your hunting tradition, what hunting means to you. Tyson went through, read some. This was semi-random, it was random, but then he really liked the response.
Yeah, it went from me just scrolling really, really fast and then stopping, and it landed on a good one. So Dave Gifford, you are the winner of the elk skull hooker and Kifaru Lost Parka. So get a hold of Nick here on YouTube or social, whichever.
We'll try to get a hold of you. Hey, do you want to take a second to read his response? We'll see how good you are at reading.
Oh.
If you were the kid in like 5th grade, you wanted to throw something at because you couldn't read very good?
Thanks a lot. So Dave wrote, my tradition was sharing a camp with my dad and his buddies when I was 10. Then I started to pack a rifle at 12. All those guys, my dad especially, taught me so much. Now I'm in my 40s and my son has his license now. I love sharing a camp anywhere with people who make me smile. My dad, my buddies, my son, or other hunters who we meet along the way. That's his tradition.
Awesome. Speaking of being in his 40s, one of us up here is in our 40s, and I think the other two of us are in our 30s.
Yeah, I'm barely in my 30s.
I'm kind of in the middle of my 30s.
I guess I'm the only one left.
Anyways, no, that was an awesome response, Dave. We appreciate it. And then Charlie had a giveaway that involved who would win in a fight, Charlie or John.
I know who would win. It'd be me. John is all show, no go. I almost broke his arm one day arm wrestling him, and I don't have much there. Just let you know.
I was there at that Super Bowl party to witness the arm wrestling contest, and yeah, it wasn't pretty for John.
It was a quick kill. I'll put it that way.
Short blood trail.
We won't go into blood trails.
Okay. There were a lot of responses, a lot of laughs, and just reading the responses. But Charlie randomly picked one, and it made him laugh. So
all right,
go for it.
Hey, this is Chad Taylor. It said, I think they both would swing and make contact and knock each other out at the same time. Then just argue who hit the ground first. Great video, guys. It's been slow as far as out, but that's how it goes. Yeah, I like that. That was funny.
Yeah, that was pretty good. So Chad Taylor is the winner of the AM shirt and hat of, I believe, his choice. We're going to go with that. Nick isn't here. We're making the rules.
All right.
Whatever one you like the best, you can go ahead and pick. So to kind of wrap up the archery giveaways, I don't even know if we're supposed to give this stuff away, but if not, we're going to give it away anyways. We'll figure it out. Ripcord and Tight Spot have been a huge supporter of ours. We use all of their stuff. So for this giveaway, which will wrap up our Washington archery season, comment on this video, wrapping up the Idaho series. What is the giveaway going to be, Chuck?
I don't know. I haven't even thought about it.
Obviously. What do you think, Tyson? What's a good giveaway?
I don't know.
Am I gonna have to pick something here? This is
I think so.
They're feeling just as awkward as we're feeling right now.
This is very awkward.
Okay, Nick, this is a spot where you're gonna put like a cut, a snap, and then we'll start this again. He's not gonna start it again though, so we're just gonna assume that this is all gonna be in here.
Never cuts the awkward stuff out.
But anyways, we're gonna give away a Ripcord Max Rest and a
dog?
No.
Oh, this.
He's so smart. We're not giving away Corey's dog here at XXX Archery. We're going to give away a
Tight Spot quiver.
So we want your guys' predictions. Now that you've got to see us all elk hunting in the elk woods, who are you rooting for next year to kill the biggest bull? Who's going to pull through? Is Charlie's luck going to change? You didn't even draw your bow besides on that little fuzzy horn spike all year.
One time, that's it.
I had a bad experience there in Colorado. It was a great experience in Colorado, a bad result. I think unless Tyson has a really lucky rabbit's foot, the luck is wore out on that.
He's due to get skunked, I think.
Nick's probably due for another 5 or 6 years off.
Yep,
John.
Well, as long as John is hunting with one of us, he'll probably kill something.
He'll be all right. So, no, in the comments below, for Ripcord Max Rest and a dog.
Tight Spot quiver.
Let us know below. Give us all your guys' feedback. We appreciate it. We love reading it. Most of the time we laugh as we read through the comments. Let us know your predictions for next year's archery elk. I'm cheating. I've got a few special units and some special draws up my sleeve. So
I might have one. Not sure yet.
You're all over the counter?
All over the counter.
I would still bet on Tyson over Charlie.
Yeah.
I'd still bet on Tyson. But no, let us know in the comments. It's been awesome. Hope you enjoyed the series. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of work putting this together. A little more work for Nick than us. Yeah, let us know what you think of the mule deer hunt. We're going to do things, we just pretty much documented start to finish. So if you like the mule deer stuff, let us know. Stay tuned. It's coming up this week. Thanks again from Angry Mountain Productions. Thanks to Corey Miller here. We're in his shop, XXX Archery, down here in Rainier, Oregon. He sets all of our stuff up, and he was grateful enough to let us use his shop. If you're in the the market for a new bow, getting it set up, shoot techno hunt, whatever, come talk with Corey. Have a good one, guys. Thanks.
See you later.